first you laugh, little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last two seasons. and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That catch good for only a couple.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The decision to scramble almost got him the 1st, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Breida. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. That's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
In on the tackle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st down, Seahawks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the 20.
2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Wilson rolling to his right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
34 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This complete to Lockett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set. Blood tennis, make they live. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Where the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a thing in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gonna run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a thing.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by... Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It's about that time.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. To throw again is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson buying time to his left. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now it's Lockett.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. Wilson. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
The Seahawks first down.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
He was
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At the 8-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Wilson on the
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try 3.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
to DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
The kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. And that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Back now in Miami.
With the scores.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Complete to Dorsett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep.
This is my mode, baby.
In trouble, and it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety. 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the end.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 56.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
He's coming. We got double up. 57's the mark.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
8 yards to go on second down.
And 8.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the
throw there going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards.